All right, everyone, we have fairly breaking news here, which is Biden's Department of Education plans to get rid of the loans of some 800,000 people, student loans, forgiving about $39 billion, actually, in student loan debt. Now, this is much more limited than the hundreds of billions of dollars that were optioned before on the original student loan debt forgiveness. That was found unconstitutional. This goes through the Department of Education. It should also be ruled unconstitutional. It should definitely be immediately injuncted. Then the Democrats can cry about judicial far-right activism again, and I suspect there may be court challenges to this. I would point out, however, it's not markedly different from returning to the concept of student loans being able to go through bankruptcy in the United States. You're talking about people having to have consistently paid back for 20 to 25 years on those student loans. They have to be still in need-based loan standing. So the idea is, with the need-based student loan being there, if the original principal amount was significant, they're literally never going to be able to pay it off. There is no possibility. If they've paid on it consistently for 20, 25 years, they've already paid in probably in some cases much more than they're actually getting out of this through the forgiveness. So there is that silver lining should it be upheld as constitutional. I would say this, though. Isn't it blatantly reckless and absolutely unfair that people who managed to pay off their student loans, some of which went through need-based, they had Pell, they're still poor, they get nothing. So basically, if you're in the lower or working class, even after going to college, you can fuck yourself. If you haven't made the payments for quite that number of years, of course, this is going to be phased out and would have to be continuously renewed, potentially. You can fuck yourself. Joe Biden is effectively saying that people who went to college don't have to take responsibility for debt they've accrued, but it's only one specific type of debt. What I've talked about now for a number of years, and many others have talked about it, is simply undo what Obama did and allow student loans to go through normal bankruptcy proceedings. You don't need student loan debt forgiveness. It is true. And I have sympathy for people that are like this because, of course, as somebody who was raised in the working class and had quite a bit of student loan debt, I've paid much of it down now, but for a while I was in default. I was under forbearance. Certainly I had need-based repayment for a while, not for the last, almost decade now, but for a while things were touch and go. I have sympathy for people who have student loan debt, especially millennials who were lied to by the system, saying if you just get a degree or even a low-end associate's in liberal arts or something, you will graduate, and even if you're the bottom of your class, you'll be making $40K to start. Just go to college, kid. We were lied to. Now, I have sympathy for people on that token, but you still have to pay the debt back. Again, the thing about this particular maneuver is that the debt is only being written off for people who have already paid an enormous sum into the actual debt. So, they may have started out with a principal of $20,000, and they've paid $30,000 by now. Even under need-based over the course of those years, they've paid more than the original loan amount, in some cases probably even adjusted for inflation. And so, while it's unconstitutional, and I do encourage it to be injuncted and blocked, at the very least, it's not the kind of thing that you saw with the original student loan debt scam. That being said, it is still a scam. It's an attempt to buy votes. I would wonder if people out there who didn't go to college or did paid off their loans, or did but they haven't repaid for 20 years, or did but kind of made it and paid their loan sums down, I wonder if they're going to be angry at this because their tax money is going to subsidize $39 billion worth of debt forgiveness. A drop in the bucket to the federal budget, but a lot to you or me. That's about all. Peace out.